Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the morning segment, but it's not morning because this is the evening edition because he goes to bed late at night. This is my friend Brandon Davis, who's basically a 70-year-old trapped in, what, a 19-year-old's body?
That's right.
And if you guys hear this music correctly, it is the theme to the best TV show on the planet besides Arrow, The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
And something me and Brandon have found out. Now, before we even start this video, this is going to contain spoilers. So if you guys do not want to know anything, leave this video now, because otherwise it's your own dang fault. I'll give it a couple seconds. Okay, so there is a trailer that I'm going to put in the description box. It's called Never Let Your Guard Down? Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah, and it's basically showing some people, some of the gang being tied up like Daryl, and Rick's still beaten to a bloody pulp. But there is a specific thing that they showed that both me and him know what's going to happen. And I'm honestly predicting that it's going to happen in one of the, either the first episode or the second or the third. That's what we both agree on, but...
Yeah, something like that. Early on in the season.
Yeah. Would you mind showing the comic that is going
Yeah, here we have volume 17, the 17th issue of The Walking Dead comics. As you know, this TV show is based on the comic series. And here we're introduced to a villain that's we assume is coming up.
Yes.
The show.
There is, and I'm going to put this on the. I'm going to put this as the cover of this video. A certain villain is coming. And a character that I kind of predicted was going to die just because of how they've been talking about it over the summer. And like I said, if you don't want to know anything, leave this video now. But in this season, if me and Brandon are correct because of how the comic is, this is the season that Glenn is going to die.
Yeah.
In this comic, this is where this guy has a barbed wire baseball bat and he beats his head to a pulp.
Afraid
and
so.
It is a very disturbing moment. When I read this comic, I was screaming.
You cried, literally.
Yes, I did. I did cry because he's one of the best characters. And I honestly didn't think that me and you didn't think that this was going to happen to the 6th or.
Honestly, I didn't know if they were going to kill him off at all. I figured the show has taken a different course in many ways. Like some characters they kill off earlier than others, and I thought Glenn was becoming such a keeper. I didn't think they were going to kill him off.
But now they could be wrong, but just how the way the trailer is hinting at, because it has Glenn on his knees and there's a baseball bat behind his freaking head.
Yeah, it's true, and they've taken a different route with it, though. In the books, they're actually traveling down the road, and the group is going along, and then they get stopped by the villain, and then that's when they kill him.
That's how it happens.
But here, they got the whole Terminus storyline is kind of different. But I think it's good that they changed it up a little bit. But
yeah, now one thing that I'm thinking maybe he is in Terminus, or something that I just thought of that could happen. Yeah. What if Carol and Tyrese run into him before they even get there?
Oh.
And then what if they team up together and he lies to them and everything, and then they take out all the bad people in Terminus except for a couple people, and then he just starts going on a rampage? Or what if he's running Terminus?
Could be.
That's something they never said who the leader was.
That's very true. Maybe that's the spin the show takes.
He could be the leader.
I remember the guy's name is Negan. Is his name?
That's it. Yeah. He could be the leader of Terminus. All we've seen so far is this chick who's cooking food, and the guy in the trailer who's talking about how we don't want to hurt you, but you gave us no choice, blah, 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 blah. And basically, these people are cannibals.
Yeah.
They are very sadistic people. But now, that's honestly one thing. Once again, this is containing spoilers, so if you didn't want to know the stuff that we just told you, that is your own dang fault. But, read these comics. The comics are much more gritty and dark.
Yeah,
and
super
brutal.
Graphic, yeah.
Yes, and very, very brutal. But that's the prediction that I'm going with, that he, as in Glenn, is going to die. And if you don't wanna watch this video, then stay away from it. But if you really want to know, put in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that they're going to switch it around? Because in the 4th season, they switch some things around.
Yeah.
So maybe they will switch this around, but it looks like it's amping up to that.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, they did change around. Like for instance, when Herschel was killed off.
Yeah, Herschel.
That was supposed to be.
That was supposed to be Tyrese.
That was supposed to be Tyrese, actually.
And Herschel's supposed to survive, but they were supposed to go back to the farm after the prison, but that never. They took that out and they went straight to Terminus, and Terminus isn't even in the comics, as far as we know.
No, not at all.
As far as we know, Terminus is not in the comics.
Yeah.
From what we've read, but there's other books. Now, what is the brutal weapon's name?
Lucille. It's a baseball bat with barbed
wire. Yeah.
He's kind of a freak, actually. He walks around and he like treats it like his girlfriend, basically.
Pretty much.
He's like, ooh, Lucille's thirsty. And like, he goes around like trying to beat people with it.
If you all have watched TNA Wrestling and Abyss, who has Janice the 2x4 with 5 or 7 inch nails in it, that's basically what this is. And so like and in this show, no offense to Rick, but in this series, this is where Rick becomes somebody's word I'm not going to say. and he does.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the problem is the guy makes everyone that.
Yeah, I mean, but Rick especially.
He just bosses people around.
And if they're going to base this season off of this comic, this is where some very dark and gritty stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
And not just with Glenn, but with Carl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's true. For all the people that have been saying, oh man, The Walking Dead, it's slowing down, I don't know if I want to keep watching it.
This season is gonna kick a bunch of people in the gonads and go, oh my gosh, this is probably gonna be the most gory and bloodiest season ever.
It's about to pick up.
But that's just our predictions. But guys, put in the comments below, what do you think is gonna happen? What character do you think is going to die? We already know that another character, the minister guy.
Yeah. Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel is going to be in this series. They've already confirmed he's gonna be in the series. Maybe actually, a lot of people are saying that's where Beth is.
Yeah.
That's who picked her up.
Well, so was it? Then they see like a cross or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
But,
in the car carrying them away. Yeah.
But guys, this has been another episode of the morning segment. This is going to be the only evening edition. I have night edition. But yeah, this is Brandon's debut on YouTube.
All right.
He's got songs on. He's got a song on iTunes. But guys, hit that like button, and if you're hanging upside down, hit it that way. But if you're not upside down, this is just bad. No, don't do that. Guys, have a good day.
Later.